It's the annual increase that commuters have come to expect. But after months of disruption to services in the capital, this year's fare hike has been called a kick in the teeth by campaigners. From this morning, the average ticket went up by 2.3%, but others, including Virgin's East Coast trains, rose by more.
We've now seen a rise of 27% since 2010, and wages haven't kept pace with this at all. So it's about bringing people's attention to this, and there is another way of doing this. We don't have to have a system that just is predicated on extracting value out of passengers all the time. It's about time that they were put first ahead of profits.
Campaigners claim most regular London train users are now paying £387 a month on commuting. That's 14% of their pay packet. Much more when you compare it to other countries like Germany and France, where a similar ticket is closer to £60. The Department for Transport claim it's a necessary part of the biggest modernisation of the network in a century, and that costs are always fairly balanced between the taxpayer and the passenger.
People are heading back to work and paying more than ever to use our train system.
But across the capital and the UK, commuters held protests similar to this over what they feel is an unfair and unjust rise in prices.
These private companies are making huge profits, and the government should be able to force them to freeze their fares.
The Mayor of London, Sadiq joined protesters this morning. He himself is bringing in changes to fares on TfL, his long-awaited fares freeze, which he says will keep all prices at last year's rates until 2020, except for travel cards and services that haven't been devolved.
What the government should be doing is making sure that they provide a service that is value for money. At the moment, it's not.
Every month at Mayor's Question Time, you get sort of skewered by one of the members saying, you can't find the money to pay for it, what are you going to do? TfL needs the money, we can't not have fares increases. What's your response to them? Because they don't seem to be dropping this.
Well, we've managed to not simply ensure that we have an affordable transport system, but a modern one too. So our plans to improve public transport. We're looking at other improvements in public transport in London. It is possible to improve public transport, but also make sure it's affordable. If we can do it for TfL services, the government should do the same with their services too.